What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl, Tanya Rochelle. I have something on my funny stuff happens right when I hit record. Okay. I was listening to Michael Jackson. Let me turn this off because we don't want no strikes. Okay. So this is gonna be a quick video. This is October the 12th, 8:17 in the morning. And I was thinking about this yesterday because I'm making so much headway. So let me drop in and do this video for people who are in the life insurance industry. Happy AEP to you. We officially are in AEP on the 15th. And I'm going to share with you some of the things that I have in place to accomplish my goal for helping families during AEP. Okay, so this video, I guess more so, is going to be about how to get more leads for AEP. Okay, I do work Medicare, the Medicare market. So for me, it's a whole new experience because I come from, life insurance side, more so with a focus on final expense. But here lately, the past 4 years, just on everything, but now we're going back into the senior market. Okay, so as a new person in the senior who's doing Medicare, of course, it was a lot. It's a lot. I would tell anybody it's a lot, but it's worth it. You would have already, of course, be licensed and then taking your AHIP. And then from there, gotten your training with the different providers that you're with. When I first got started out, I started out with about 3, maybe 4 carriers. Now I'm up to 8, okay? And I'll tell you why I'm up to 8. It's because now, since I've been going out, connecting with more of the senior care centers, and on this video, I'm not going to get into any names or any carriers. I'm just going to be very vague about it, but it's the activities that you need to really pay attention to so that if you're looking for ways, which you would have had to gotten started by now, because, but you still have time. You still have time. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying some things you have to have already had in the makings because it's going to get real busy. Okay. So one of the activities is with networking. Get with some of the providers that you write with, okay? You got one who is mostly purple, they're really a good one here for me in Texas because they do events. A lot of events, a lot of collaboration. So they'll get with a lot of the senior centers where they go with where their PCP and all their specialists is all in one. They have those type of centers that really focus on health for the seniors. So they do a lot of collaborations with them. They're going to want an agent. They're going to need a broker with them. Then also with the senior living centers is another good one. That they do a lot of collaborations with them. So, the biggest thing to say, like with the first type, the senior care centers, it's like they're going to the doctors, right? With those type of networking events, remember the people who are there are really recruiting for patients. So they will get patients. They're pushing, they have numbers that they have to meet for those patients, for that clinic. And so what happens is in order for that patient to be seen, they have to have the right plan. So if they come in and they have a plan that center doesn't take, they're going to call for some help, and that's where you should be their friend. That's all I'm saying. You're supposed to be their friend. You're supposed to show up at the little events that they have and start getting them to the point to where they start calling you. And that, thankfully, is what has started happening. I just got another invitation for this week, right on the 14th, right before the official writing day. Because I did another event with them with a another senior medical center. And now they're inviting me to another event with another senior medical center. You see how that works? So I'm going to get to, and the biggest thing is that you want to, even with those senior, when the company, the insurance company that you're working with collaborates with that senior health center, that senior medical center, you know, they should be introducing you, you know, because they need to work with you. they honest to God, they need you because they get those clients, but they can't, it's a conflict of interest for them to write, if that makes sense. So a lot of this y'all gonna have to read between the lines. Like I said, I'm not getting into company names or anything like that. It's either gonna be the insurance company or the senior medical center. Okay, on that part. So that's a couple ways. The third way is you want to get with the insurance company that you're writing with, and you may have several, and they do what's called retail events. So a retail event may be where you go to the pharmacy that, you know, they have, that may be their preferred pharmacy. And you may go there and you'll have a tabletop or a kiosk where they have the little sign, you know, asking about Medicare, da, da, da. And then you're there, your whole purpose of this is to catch leads. You know, those, you file those, of course, all the events have to be filed. And I had my little folder, here it is right here. And my folder with all my events filed. I don't want no mess. Cover your ducks, you know. But yeah, I have those already. So I'm like in some of the retail stores with a couple different companies. And I just found out about another one yesterday that does another pharmacy. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see, you know, how this goes. And just for me, the best advice that I just got recently was to get in those retail stores and stay in there till March. So you're not only getting the annual enrollment, but you're also going to get open enrollment people. So that's more opportunity for writing. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. And I'm doing this video because when I really was looking out and trying to find different things, I didn't find it on YouTube. So I said, well, I might as well be the one who put it out there, you know. So, and I have a full schedule for the remainder of October, November, and December. I'm already booked up. I have all of my AEP is booked up in retail. So I'm going 3 days a week. Some I'm gonna do, I'm looking at the schedule, I'm talking to you, it's across the room. The ones, I have some with, one CVS is 3 hours, and then the other is 2 hours. So it'll be 3 days a week, 3 hours on one day, 2 hours for the other 2 days. So that's what, 7 hours? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 7 hours a week, something like that. 3, 4, but yeah, 7 hours a week. So I mean, for me, I was kind of like checking out and listening for like the people who are pretty successful. So the top agent in this one company, she just does 3 events a day, 3 events a week, excuse me, 3 events a week. And she has the top agent status. So that's what I'm doing, 3 a week. And I have a goal for AEP of triple digit. I'll just say that. I don't know if I want to give you my goal, but triple digit. And I will hit it, simple as that. Because not only am I working events where I'll be doing face-to-face, but I have such a wonderful, 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 wonderful agency. My agency is so awesome. Let me tell you how awesome. Our agency is so awesome because of all the tools that they provide us. Number one, we use Sunfire. So because I write with multiple carriers, I have all my carriers in one spot. When I want to do a quote, I can pull it up and it'll tell me for that area, every plan that's available in that area. It helps tremendously. So I have that tool. I also have leads that I don't have to pay for. Now, I come from the final expense market where I used to have to pay $25 and $30 per name, baby, per lead. And now I get thousands and thousands of leads. And because we get that type of support from the other carriers. So, and plus we produce. That's the biggest thing, we produce. And I'm thankful for that. So I appreciate that. And I tell you about that because some people don't have the luxury. They are actually paying for leads. We ain't paying for leads over here. And we get our full contract in terms of the payout that Medicare that we get paid in terms of when we get those clients. And I own my business. So, you know, I'm just saying. So it's gonna be a combination for me of I have connected with the senior medical center. So I have a couple of those locations. So I got a few friends in a couple of those locations. I also have the insurance companies that I have retail events with, but the insurance company also knows that I'm open to doing any events. As long as my schedule permits, I'm out, I'll do it. Where's it at? What time? Here I come. So they love that. And also working leads. So I'll be doing a combination. So it's going to be a very busy 59 days, however many days, I don't know, but altogether worth it. One thing that I also with carriers who have HRAs or surveys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to get with your upline because most companies do have the surveys that you can do, and you make an extra anywhere from $50 to $100. I saw one company that was paying $100 for the HRAs. I said, oh my, oh my, oh my. But don't let that be an influence. You always do what's right for the client, but it does help because if you don't know, for the annual enrollment period that you're writing between October the 7th and October the 15th and December the 7th, you ain't getting no money till about the end of January. So most times we just say, I'm just saving until February, you know, because so you have to be able to either already have a savings or have something else that's bringing in money. So the HRAs or the surveys is now, from what I see, because I know one company in particular told me that they still pay out during AEP. So that'll be money coming in. So if I do, let's say if I do, you know, for the rest of October, if I have a goal of 30 or 60, which I'm gonna say, let's see, I got it broke up how I'm gonna do it, but just say if I do 30, okay, and the companies I'm really getting support from pay $70, so 30 times 70, you know, that's $2,100 extra, you know, that still will be coming in while I'm waiting till the first of the year. So you see what I'm saying? So the incentive, what I do is I work it based on average of like $60, an average of $60. And I factor, I say, okay, if this is the only thing that I'm working, and if I don't have another income or I'm not gonna use another income because this got to pay for the office or whatever, so now I say, well, I need to do this many. I need to have this many coming in so that I can look up and bam, you know, that next month, you know, I know I got this coming in at least to cover, you know, this, and this. So I know for if I do for October, that's how you just know your numbers, you know, based on what your bills are and all of that stuff. I just know that that's good. I know that company pays out during AEP. Now you have to check with other carriers to make sure they do the same. But for me, that's pretty much my go-to. They have a pretty solid and strong network. That plus, it's just going to be a combination of things. Like I said, it's going to be really, really a busy time for me. And I know personally, I have a goal for anywhere from 4 to 5 policies a day. And, you know, I believe with everything in me that I'm gonna be able to do it because I have all the tools available. So now I think about people who may not have those resources and you're doing Medicare, that you need to either You know, if you're independent all the way, you need to look into making it a little easier or get with an agency. Mine's is Lord's Insurance Group. You can go to our website, Lord's, LORDESIG.com. You know, and we're just, we're based out of Louisiana, but it's more so like for me, we are like one big family. We do trainings on a weekly basis. I mean, we work with people like, nah, I will drop this name. We work, he's our, how do you, we're in this is the company that we're with him, with Brandon Clay. So we have like all of his experience. He comes in, does trainings for us. He is absolutely amazing. So, you know, just a lot of, he's cut all my learning curve pretty much, you know, for the Medicare bracket. So excited. Just want to say happy AEP. I didn't want to make this video long, but I did want to give you guys some resources. So for you who are, you know, in Medicare, getting ready or thinking about different ways, how can I get, you know, how can I hit my goals? I mean, because yeah, the carriers send stuff in emails and stuff. Some stuff makes sense, some stuff don't, but the best thing is to have a variety. Excuse me, now I'm chewing this down. Have a variety of different things, but you know, hopefully your agency is helping a lot with that too. So I've been blessed to have a good one. You know, that's very useful and resourceful. It has a lot of support from the carrier. So that's pretty much it. I feel like I have accomplished my goal of getting the information to you that I wanted to get to you. If you have any, you know, questions or you have any other ideas of things that you're doing for AEP. Oh, I did a lead drop too. Well, he did the lead drop for me. My FMO, they pay for when we do lead drops. He did that too. So in the surrounding zip codes and around me, we got leads coming back specifically for me. So that's connect with the senior medical centers. Well, let me do it like this, because I went about it connecting with the senior centers first. It just seemed like it didn't flow as cool as it should have. But when the provider or the insurance company took me in to do an event with the senior medical centers, it was a whole lot better, because they're kind of like, when they introduce you to them, or at least when they introduced them to me, she was like, oh yeah, I work with her, she's wonderful, blah, blah, blah. This is the person you want to work with. That kind of introduction is what I got. So they're like, hey, I want to work with you, you know. And then what you do, what I do, follow back up, call them, hey, just, you know, I enjoyed talking to you that day, da, 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 da. Keep them on your mind, always check in, I don't care what. So by doing that, you know, I've developed a really good relationship at a senior center, but also a collaboration with the insurance company, who is now taking me to another senior center, who is going to do the same thing. Watch, it's going to be awesome. So, you see, so collaboration, and then, and that's with the carriers who also get you with those senior centers, and then also the retail events, you know, be able to put a table up or a kiosk at the pharmacy for people to come. You have little things that you give away, and the providers take care of that too, okay? That, and having like a lead drop, and also just having leads, period. And that a lot of that comes from provider or carrier support. So, so especially for you guys who are captive agents, check your contract, because I had a conversation with a lady who's a captive agent, does exactly the same thing that I did, and she is not making the money that I'm making. She ain't making the money I'm making. And I was like, wow. Oh my God. Just check your contracts, y'all. Cause you need to be able to know like what is that, how does that scenario work if you were to walk away and start over, you know, especially when you're appointed with some of the exact same carriers that you'll want to be appointed with if you go independent. You need to see what kind of you know, what all you have to do to get out of that contract, because if you're doing this, I think that you need to be doing this for the long road, the long haul. This is a very renewal driven business. And if you're not getting the renewals and you're working for an hourly wage, doing Medicare, I just want to let you know it's a better way. And I don't really want to say, because I don't know how much I'm really allowed to say. I don't want to be like creating no problems, but you can reach out to me. Y'all know how to text me 832-291-2470. So that's all I wanted to do. I'm ready to get into my day. Hopefully this information has helped someone. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.